Good morning. Welcome to my office. It is Monday, August 1st. So, if you are here, you either found this video on YouTube or you're one of my clients or friends. So, I've decided I'm going to start posting a monthly newsletter vlog style video, and I'm just going to talk to whoever is listening, wherever you are in your time and space, whenever you listen to this. I hope it's well where you are. I just want to talk a little bit about where my business is going, where I'm at, where I feel that the earth is at, and we'll just see how it goes. All right, so welcome. So there's some exciting new things happening for my business. First of all, I am releasing a line of conscious crystal bracelets. So these bracelets are all made intentionally. They have specific crystals on each bracelet that will help to channel the energy that you're looking for, help you to embody new things, help you to release old things. Crystals are super amazing. Let's hope this first video isn't super awkward. I think I'll get better at it as I go. But yeah, crystals are amazing. A lot of people, probably half of you watching this, think like, oh, it's just a rock. But actually, what a crystal is it's Earth's dust, Earth, that has been pressurized, squeezed, swished, smushed over like hundreds, thousands of years to turn into these beautiful crystals. And they come in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. A little background about energy. Let's look at like a cell versus the solar system. They both run the exact same way. So a crystal bracelet has energy running through it, just like you and I have energy running through us. Because they are so pressurized and so powerful, they have the ability to conduct energy. So when you're wearing a bracelet that's had intentions put into it, it can help to balance you. Like, say you're a super anxious person and the one crystal is this crystal that specifically brings calming energy. Then the calming energy that's channeling through this crystal, because it's really close to you in your proximity, it will help you to calm down as well. You can also charge crystals with intentions of protection, where they will create fields of energy around you, where other ill intentions or beings that don't necessarily have your best interest at heart might be trying to penetrate your field. The crystal will repel that. One thing about protection, anybody that asks their guides for protection is going to be protected. You don't have to be special. You don't have to come from a special lineage. Your guides aren't more powerful than someone else's guides. We all have this energy that has the ability to connect with us and is a part of us. I know guides might sound differently to you depending on the type of person you are or what you know about energy. But one thing about myself is I want to learn as much as I can about who I am, why I'm here, what I'm doing here, and what is this place as possible. So I've spent a majority of my last decade figuring that stuff out. At the start of the last decade, I was not awake. I was not aware that I was a spirit in a body. I was just a ego-filled being running around, letting other things control my perception of reality. And then throughout the last 10 years, I've learned about the laws of the universe. I've learned how the universe was created. I've learned about how energy works in ourselves and collectively. I've learned that we are all connected to the same energetic being. We are all a part of the same energy, and we just exist in different spaces and times and dimensions and bodies. So somebody that's watching this is also connected to me we might share guides. You are still you still have your ego, so you're still you, I'm still me, I still have my ego, but on a different level, we are all connected. So how did I get here? Here I am. So crystal bracelets. So yeah, if you are looking to bring some energy into your life, some intentional energy, if you're trying to learn and grow and expand in certain ways, these crystal bracelets might be for you. Currently, I have one for each zodiac sign. I also have a protection bracelet. So for example, this bracelet, I will, before I send it to you, I will put the intention in it that it will call in your guides to help protect you from whatever ill will and things that can bring you harm. And because of that intention, because you are now aware that that intention has been set, your guides are also now aware and they will protect you. Simple as that. Also, I have divine feminine, divine masculine bracelets. I have a bracelet to protect from electromagnetic frequencies, another type of energy that is moving all around us and through us at all times and can possibly be harmful. This can help to lessen the effects of those frequencies that are unavoidable, unfortunately. So those are my opening. Oh yes, and I also have a planets bracelet, one with each of the planets on it. So those are my opening bracelets. You can buy a bracelet just because it's pretty, and you can specify like, hey, I don't want the tag on it. Like I like what you've described that this bracelet holds. I like the elements of these bracelets, so I don't want the tag. If you're a little bit of a larger size, your pattern might look a little different because we'll have to add a couple beads. And you can buy, like, if you're a Virgo sun, you might be a Virgo moon, you might be a Virgo rising, you might be looking at your Venus sign. I'm a Venus in Virgo, so my Venus sign, so say I'm working on that aspect of myself. Venus is the planet of love. So say I want to get more in touch with my own love, then I would maybe buy the Virgo bracelet. Even though my sun's not a Virgo, my Venus is a Virgo. If you're interested in astrology, if you are like, what the heck are you talking about? Your Venus is in Virgo. What does that mean? Which is very possible. I am not an astrology expert, but I do love astrology. My belief is that we all chose to arrive here at a specific time. Our soul chose before we came here. And we can use that time we were born and how the planets were aligned at that time and the things that have been channeled by other people for thousands of years about what those different things mean to find out parts about ourselves. And some people say, it says that Virgos are going to be cranky today. Well, anyone can be cranky today. Anyone could relate that. True, you could find a way to relate for most things, but it's having that validation of like, oh, I am this way, and yes, I do feel like I'm this way, and wow, it's opening up and expanding what I know about myself so much more. You might find that as you learn and grow, your understanding of your astrological chart will change. If this is something that you're like, ooh, I'm curious, look into it, message me, and I will hook you up with someone who knows a little bit more about astrology than me, who can help you to understand your chart. I have used just apps and I've just self-educated throughout the years, but it's definitely something to look into if you're someone who's out there trying to discover, who you truly are, or trying to find happiness in your life with being who you are. Okay, so that's crystal bracelets. So I also wanted to talk about the fact that I am turning 30 in 2 weeks. I've kind of been like, man, it's not a big deal, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm turning 30 for the big part of the last year. But the last couple of weeks, I've been noticing that it's a bigger deal than I thought. I am someone that does not believe in coincidences. I believe that everything lines up for a reason in a specific way. And 30 is a 0 year, right? Like I'm going from 29 to 30, 0. So I'm starting at the beginning of another cycle, right? So, so it's interesting because the last 10 years have been about finding parts of myself, finding out, what spirituality even is, um, and starting to put some groundwork in for my business. And I've been feeling really confident about that. And then the last month or so, I have just felt like I have been in the womb. I've felt very much like I don't want to go outward. I don't want to grow my business. I don't want to work on that. I don't want to put myself out at all. I want to be completely inward. I want to spend all my time with myself. I've been able to see and feel all of these new realities in front of me, but they don't feel like they're real yet. They haven't set themselves down yet. I've had all these endings in my life. I've been letting go of shadow aspects of myself that I didn't realize were there because the nature of our shadow. Yeah, I moved into a brand new house with my boyfriend, and that's a whole journey on its own with each other. So it's been crazy. And now, all of a sudden, the last couple days, I'm starting to get inspiration. And I'm like, oh, I want to do this, which is the reason why I'm even recording this video, because it just came to me and it felt like the right thing to do. And it feels easy. It feels like the next natural step. And I want to share more about myself and my beliefs. And I want to put myself out there. And I want to get back to being me. And now I get to be me as a 30-year-old starting the next cycle of my life, the next 10 years. Thinking about the last 10 years and how much I've grown and what has changed and holy shit. Looking at the next 10 years, I'm like, okay, we're at the bottom of the next mountain. So if everything isn't perfect right now, that's okay, because we are just starting again from the beginning. And that brings me comfort. So I'm excited for my 30th birthday. I'm excited to start this new cycle. And that leads me into the topic I wanted to talk about today, which is cycles. We as humans are constantly in cycles. We are in miniature cycles, morning to night, rise to sleep. What do we do through that cycle? Regenerate. We're in morning cycles. We're in monthly cycles. We're in yearly cycles. We're in moment to moment cycles. We are in cycles all the time. And something that I've been connecting with in the last month or so more deeply is the cycle that comes with being a woman. These cycles specifically have a lot to do with hormones, and women and men have different hormones. And so this cycle has a lot to do with the hormones that occur in a body who bleeds. And I've been connecting with these cycles the last month, and I can already feel how this is going to impact my business so much better. I always kind of knew, we have PMS, and then we have our period, and then we feel skinny after our period, and we have more energy for a while. I always kind of knew that, but I didn't know the background behind it. And I listened to a couple documentaries, I did a little research, and I realized that if you tune up with the 4 cycles, especially as a businesswoman or a business person, if you tune up with these cycles, you're going to be more productive. So the first cycle is menstruation. So this is when we have low estrogen and low progesterone. And I'm just reading off my notes here. So I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I'm sharing what I'm learning. I'm not necessarily teaching. If this resonates with you, you can do more research. If you are learning at the same time as me as I read it, amazing. So menstruation. So you have lower energy, you have less ATP, and your metabolism slows down. But you have, because you are slower, your intuition is enhanced. So you have enhanced empathy. This is all scientifically proven. So your hormones slow you down, but your intuition goes up. It's a time to go inward. It's a time for assessment, reflection, and a time for business planning and figuring out your resources and figuring out what you're going to do for the next cycle. So it's a time to, go in, connect with your body, connect with your intuition, be slow. I did this last month, and before that, I'd been getting ready to move. So things had been like, like go, 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 every spare minute, fill it with something because you have so much to do. And I was really unregulated. And so when I finally got settled in the new house, I intentionally slowed down. And I find it's so true. Your intuition is a lot stronger. So while your intuition is strong, it's great to use this and connect with this and learn something and grow and expand and get those intuitive hits. But you don't get those if you don't slow down. If you're go, 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 constantly thinking, constantly moving, there is no space for that information to come into you. And then if you miss that, you miss it for the whole next month. So take the time, slow down, be with your body, release, shed, honor yourself, let those thoughts come in and just sit with them. You don't have to do anything with them right away, but you can just sit with them. The next phase, I have a couple more notes here actually. It says, drink less coffee, don't push through. Consistency is a success killer for women because we're more fluid. So if you are go, 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 go all the time, you're never going to have that pause to be able to download that new information for your next cycle. The next phase is phase 2, which is the follicular phase. So this is when things start to rise with your estrogen until it reaches the peak. So this is when your ATP is ramping up, your energy is ramping up, your metabolism is ramping up, your stamina, your strength, everything's ramping up. On the neurological side of things, you have increased navigation and strategic action. You have enhanced emotional intelligence. So it's a good time for communication. It's a good time for teamwork. It's a good time to get, start reaching out to people and building your teams and communicating things that you need to communicate. Being more outward projected in this next phase. I like to use it to really start to push a little harder in the cardio part of my workout. I like to really go hard in the gym this week, personally. I like to do more in this week, get more done. And then you get to your peak, which is your ovulation, which is when you have your peak of estrogen and your peak of your luteinizing follicular stimulant. So this is when you're like blooming, like you've come to the top and you're like, here I am. If women connect with this, they can plan their presentations on this day. They can plan places where they need to be extra magnetic, like job interviews on this day, pitches on this day. You have an extra charismatic influence. You're focused, you're energetic, you're vibrant. Your mood has been boosted because the hormones are boosting in this time. So that's like your top day of the month, or days, 1 to 3 days. And then you're into your grow phase, phase 4. And this is the ability to learn. So your progesterone now rises to a peak. You have increased neuroplasticity. What that means is your brain can stretch. So it's a good time to learn, to grow, to absorb, to expand. It's a time to get rid of old things and to learn new things, to create new pathways in your brain. So cool, because that's the phase of my cycle that I'm in right now. And that's exactly what happened on the weekend. Some of my old thought patterns that weren't serving me were exposed. And now this week, the next week of this cycle, because this one's the long one, it lasts like 10 to 14 days. This next week is going to be about creating those new pathways, building them, growing them. getting solid in them. And then I'm going to be heading into the menstruation phase again, where I'm going to be shedding. I'm going to be turning inward. I'm going to be downloading those next things for my next step. Then I'll implement them. I'll realize what doesn't work from this next phase, let that go, call in the new, bring in the new intuition, implement it, let go, release, da 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 da, like the 4 seasons, like the way the earth spins. You have this inside of you. And guys, you have a cycle too. If you're someone who doesn't bleed and you're listening to this, let me tell you, from my experience with men, they have their cycles too. It might not be the exact same, but you can look into the hormones in men and how they fluctuate. And even just the moon cycles, right? Like a man can connect with the moon, and this is kind of the same sort of cycle we see in a woman's body. So that is kind of where I'm at in my world. I am learning about my cycle, connecting with my body, using my cycle to help me with my business so I can stay action and resting. You know, I need a balance of both. What else do I want to share before I close it out here? I'm going to be running a Reiki Master course, 2 Reiki Master courses this fall. One is full, but I will be running another one in November. So if you are watching this and you are a student of mine who has taken Reiki 1 and 2, and you're looking to sign up for Reiki Master, reach out to me. If you took it last year, you will be eligible. If you took it this year, you're not quite there yet, but early winter of 2023, we will get you in there. But I'm also going to offer a level 1 and 2 class in October. So if you've never taken Reiki, but you're curious, you want to learn, message me. I have something for you. One of the things about Reiki is when you become attuned to the Reiki energy, you have it for life. So whether you are just focusing on growing internally, finding more peace in life, just figuring out who you are, how this world works, how you fit into this world, and how you can maximize yourself in this life to grow and learn and expand and be happy, Reiki helps with that. Or if you're someone who's like, I think I want to help others heal, and this really is calling me, you can also learn how to heal others with Reiki. There's the benefit of both here, and I've absolutely used both of these aspects of Reiki in my own life, and it's completely changed. Like, I would not be who I am if it wasn't for Reiki, so I'm a huge advocate for Reiki. I've been focusing in on some things for myself, some things for my relationship, some things for my business. So that's all been super exciting. Yeah, I feel like I'm coming to the end of the video. I'm wondering if there's anything else I should share with you on here. I think next month I will talk about the new course that I'm taking. And I think, because I think I kind of want to get started on that before I spill the beans there. But yeah, if you want to know more, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, check out my website, sign up for the newsletter if you're interested, check out my website if you're interested in any awesome jewelry, or in purchasing my book, Healing Colors, which teaches you how to self-heal through the wisdom of the chakras. All of that's on my website, AuthenticYou.ca. You can also book in distance appointments with me for Reiki, for personal training, for meditation, yoga. I'm your girl. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. I am really looking forward to this next phase of my life, and to sharing more with you on a personal note, sharing what inspires me, what's inspiring me monthly. That's the goal here, and just putting a little bit more of myself out there on a multidimensional type way, because I have all this fun stuff I want to share with people, and I didn't until this time have a platform for it. So here we are. Let me know what you thought, and we will talk to you all next month. Mwah.